Today I want to show you how to make this ice cream cone Shadowbox card. This card is a couple different layers. It goes together pretty easily, especially with the use of vinyl for these sprinkles. The card itself is set up with holes already to hang the earrings, so it makes it so that it's a nice, easy gift for someone. Okay, I've got all my pieces here stacked up, and I'm going to show you how to assemble this card. This is the same process that I use for all my 3D Shadowbox cards. I like to use, do anything that's really small, you do it in vinyl. Everything else, I use paper. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my back piece and separate my 3 layers. The widest one is the bottom layer. The next layer is a little narrower, and then the top layer is the narrowest. Now you can use pop dots, but that's my recommended preferred method, or you could use the foam strips. I'm going to do a little bit of both today, but you can use a tape runner or glue and just make it flat. But part of what I like about the 3D Shadowbox cards is the 3-dimensional look that the foam tape gives them. So I'm going to start with building the portion of the card that has the most detail, and that is actually going to be this middle layer. Some of my cards, I work the way up, but from the bottom up, depending on the level of detail that's on the card, because if there's detail on all levels, then I do all the different levels and assemble them. But it's really, the choice is yours. The first thing we're going to do is put some pop dots on, or actually I'll go ahead and use some of this foam tape. And I'm going to put a little strip down the center here. And then on either side, just to give it a little extra stability. Do find that my hook tool is helpful in removing the paper. I'm going to center it right in the middle. There. The next thing we're going to do is add a little bit of foam tape to the back of the ice cream cone. I'm actually going to go with the skinnier one. Put a little bit here. Wasn't sure if I was going to use strips or the dots, and so I've got the dots stuck to my hand. Move this tape, and this one gets centered right over the base layer. And then this part, I want to put you on here, and I'm actually going to cut a very small piece make sure that I get that little corner there. Any more of those? Sometimes think peeling the back side of these foam dots off is the longest part. putting one of these cards together. Now I'm going to line this up here. Now for my sprinkles, if I was really wanting them to be in a specific place, or if I had words in this card that I would probably use transfer tape, but because the sprinkles, I want them to go randomly, I did not attach them when I cut them out to keep them in a specific place. So I'm just going to use my hook, peel them off, and stick them wherever I feel like it. This was a great way to use some scraps I have in my scrap bin to make these sprinkles. Now that that layer is assembled, I'm going to start building the card. Now this is my card face. I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to work on it this way. My first left layer, I used to always use the dots, but the tape was actually faster to use. Line this up in the bottom corner, along the right corner there. Now I'm going to put some tape on this one. Add to our card. Finally, I do like that this foam tape comes in 3 thicknesses. It's kind of like it was made to work with these Shadowbox cards. A little bit off. Oop. Oh well, I'll go with it. And there you go. Now you might have noticed that there are 2 little holes in here. And the reason is I made this card to include these earrings as a gift. So I can pop the earrings in, use the little rubber stoppers on the back, and now I have a card with matching earrings inside to give as a gift. If you're interested in knowing how I make these earrings, I do have another video that shares how to make resin earrings out of vinyl.
Now that we've put it together, I hope that you will give this a try. You can see that there's a lot of options. You could change the color. You could do whatever your favorite ice cream is. Mint green with black sprinkles would make it look like mint chocolate chip. There's a lot of options that you can do with this. Also, if you did not want to use this with the coordinating earrings, you could easily, there's a lot of different ways that you could make the card so that the holes were not in it, and it could just be a card that you could give to someone for a fun summer day.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next project. Want even more crafty fun? Head over to HarperNCo, where you can sign up to get 5 days of free downloads. It's my treat to you.